the biggest gift we have, God bless us with, is to give. When you give something to someone, it's an amazing feeling, isn't it? Do you understand? You know what? And I'm giving my gift, what I've been gifted with. Do you understand? My experiences, the things I treasured, the things I didn't treasure. Do you understand? And all I can do is be me. I think that's the biggest gift all of us can be. If I give something, if I give something to someone, the energy behind it is good. But if it's material, it has an expiry date. Does that make sense? Where wisdom is internal and it lasts forever. It's everlasting. We get wisdom through every experience, every interaction, depending on how we open up to it. Do you understand? So perception is everything. If I go into a situation with you and I'm very judgmental about you, I'm not gonna hear or receive the message you're there to give me, because we don't come across people by accident. Do you understand? They're there at the right time, right place. If your heart and mind's open, you can receive the message you're meant to receive. And it took me a long while to get that, because coming up as a kid, I was very quiet. Do you understand? I never wanted to make mistakes. I didn't like embarrassment. Do you understand? So I was very quiet. So I always took the safe road in regards to dealing with people. But in my mind, a lot was going on. I mean, I played it safe. Then certain times you can't play it safe. Sometimes you have to show your truth. Everyone has to show their truth at some stage. So, but if you show your truth, you learn how to deal with your emotions and how you interact with people. For a long time, I was very caged in the sense that, okay, let's call it conformity. Whoever you needed me to be on that day, I'd be on that day. Do you understand? Because I'm exercising your needs and fucking you off, so to speak. Then I learned, I said, okay, I went through a stage where I was half losing my shit. I was very angry. The emotions surfaced. All the bottled up emotions surfaced. Felt like a madman. Do you understand?
What age was this?
It was a late age, after 30, I would say. Do you understand? I was very expressive in the sense that, strong moral code, which I'm very grateful to God for, and my parents. That was always intact. That was never but in regards to losing my shit, I mean, I always kept it underneath a lid because I didn't want to upset people. And
did you ever get emotional or angry? Like you ever burst out and start cursing people? Ah!
Yeah, I did that at a late age. That's what I'm talking about. Because people never expect that shit from me. And people and close people did take advantage because they know T ain't gonna flip. Do you understand?
They took your kindness for weakness, and then they started.
But when I was at school, I used to fight all the time in regards to I didn't like injustice. Do you understand? So, but I go to a place, even when I fight at school, I would not remember what happened because you go to full surrender. Does that make sense? Because I go from extreme composure to full surrender. Like this situation's happening, and it's a hairpin trigger. Once it's pulled, it's pulled. There's no coming back from it.
Right.
I mean, and that's why I like training sometimes because when you train, you can exercise that. Because
go all out.
Yeah, you go all out, and I believe life is like that. You have to go all out to control everything. Not control everything because you can't control everything, but to master yourself, because every emotion we have matches different experiences. You know what I mean? It's like I got Arsenal guns. I have to use the right gun for the right situation. Let's not use guns. It's a bit violent. Do you understand? But I got arsenal of emotions. They have to be applied to the right things. If I bottle shit up and someone pisses me off, I've expressed everything on the wrong person. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, I went through a stage where I was just flipping. They saying, right, people are looking at me like, this is one unstable motherfucker. Right. Do you understand? But but that was a lesson I had to learn. Then when I got through that stage, I understand them reactions empowered other people. And every time I got angry, bro, it cost me something. It cost big. When I say it cost big, Like it cost me something big. Certain times it almost cost me my freedom.
This is back in the UK.
It's back in the UK. Do you understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why I know. Okay, you have to channel aggression and use it in the right places. Because aggression is a part of us, but what are you using it for?
Yeah.
You can't just use it to lash out. We have emotions. We have to express them, but we don't lose control in that sense.
Right.
It's like letting a mad dog off a lead. You try putting it back on. So I've learned, and I've learned to understand certain things are just ego. And I learned one serious lesson in life. God taught me this lesson. If I feel angry, yeah, don't necessarily, I might be angry at you, but you'll never feel angry. You might not. You'll never feel how I feel. Why would I want to put myself through them emotions? That's hurting yourself. That's almost suicide.
Right.
Then, yeah, you have to realize in life, yeah, I learned this from a preacher, I think Miles Monroe. He says, you know what, think about the consequence before you make the decision. Because that's the end product, the consequences. You make that decision, there's consequences, good or bad. So I learned that. I learned patience. I learned, you know what? Like, there's a book I read, it's called The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements is be impeccable with your word. Don't take nothing personal. Don't assume and do your best. Your best ain't gonna be the same on every day. You gotta realize that. Yeah? So there's no comparison between yesterday and today. They're different. You're just doing your best today. But them books give me a level of freedom I never had in my life. That book there particularly. Because when I was young, we grew up in London in a sense that smiling was a weakness, in the sense that if someone looked at you, look them straight in the eye, you let them know who you are just by looking at them. That you do not fear them. I ain't got time for that shit no more. In the sense that, okay, what you look, hey, how you doing? I'm cracking on with my day. If you want to take it there, you'll find out. But I don't even want to take it there, to be honest, because it's gonna cost me something.
100.
But if my back's against the wall, it's an experience I have to have. So I don't fear it either.